that guy's returns are going to do this, and the other guys are going to do this, like at an accelerating rate.
What's up, world? I'm so glad that you guys are here today with another episode of Wealth Stacks. And I'm super excited about today's episode because we have one of my good friends, Serge Berger. Serge, say what up to the people.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Serge, I can't thank you enough for coming on today. This is what I want to say, and I want you to introduce yourself here on the 60-second kind of, get to know Serge. But the reason why I'm excited about talking to you today is, yet again, I have a lot of friends inside the trading and investing world, but I think if I was to give my money to anybody for the long term, thinking about my kids' future, I think you're the one I would give him to, just because of your philosophy and your knowledge inside of trading and investing. And so I'm super excited to pick your brain this early morning. So for people that don't know you, right, as well as I have the pleasure of knowing you, give a quick 60-second introduction of kind of your journey of where you are today and where you came from.
Well, thank you, Scott. But first of all, I'm just another dude looking at the markets every day, right? So I think that's, we're only as good as the next or the last trade, depending how you look at it. I originally actually started working at Bloomberg, which is a sort of financial publishing, financial analysis software company. I was an analyst there, and then I moved on to Wall Street. I was at JP Morgan as an investment banker, and that's really kind of where you start to see, kind of the true colors of how this business works, the good, bad, and the ugly. But also, you really see how things really work and why they work the way they work. And then I moved on to the buy side, and I was a portfolio manager side, and ultimately started our own investment management company and publishing company. And just really throughout the years, I've had the pleasure of getting my teeth kicked in more than a few times, and
there you go.
Trying to remain humble throughout all that. And I think that's what kind of shapes you. It's kind of like a rock that's exposed to the wind and the water. Ultimately you kind of get the edges taken off, and then the edges come back every once in a while, and then you take it in teeth again, and you realize, I'm just another dude.
I love that, man. I love the humbleness, especially from a guy that went to UF. I really respect that, man. I do. So clearly you're someone that's really, got their chops, right? Working at Bloomberg, working at Wall Street, doing that, you're in a real position to be able to educate people. And that's what I really respect. Right. And so let's talk about this. A lot of the people that we talk to inside of this series is when they, you can only connect the dots looking back. Right. And so there's normally this one moment that it clicked for you, whether that was at Bloomberg, whether that was, in the Wall Street days. What was that like? What was that thing for you? For me, we've talked about how inside the business world, for me, it was starting to really build funnels, right? And figuring out how people convert online and getting that one hack. I was able to start compounding things on top of that, right? What was it for you that clicked, that you're like, okay, I might have something here?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, it really, all this really shaped during my investment banking days at JP Morgan. Because what really I started to see is working with all the investment managers, really from around the globe. I started to realize that the good ones, what they're focusing on is risk, managing their risk as opposed to looking for reward. So I always, jokingly to our subscribers in the publishing side or the investment management clients, I always talk about chart chasing and how chart chasing is not a sustainable investment or trading model. And so, the way you really make money in the end is by understanding you need to limit your risk. And that's really what started to resonate, because I give you a simple example. If you have a portfolio and you have what's called a drawdown of, let's say, 50%, meaning your portfolio loses 50%, right? So you had a 10,000, now you have 5,000. You had 100,000, now you have 50,000. What a lot of people don't understand is that to get back to 10,000 from 5,000, that's not a little feat.
Right.
That is a 100% appreciation.
Which
You
would
have
be
to double
incredible
your
results for
account.
anybody.
What's that?
Which would be incredible results for anybody to
Which is
achieve.
incredible. Exactly. So think about this. Think about having a portfolio, two portfolios, or two. There's John and there's Harry, and they both have two portfolios, 10,000 each. One of them loses 50%, so he now only has five. The other one loses 20%. He still has eight.
Yeah.
And let's say going forward they make the same trades. The guy that lost, whatever was it, John that just lost 50%? No,
Hey,
whatever.
he just lost a big chunk. He forgot
That
his
one,
name.
that
Yeah.
one is going to be behind eternally, and not just a little bit.
Right.
Because with compounding, which we can talk about later, it's that guy's returns are going to do this, and the other guys are going to do this, like at an accelerating rate, because the other guy lost only 20%.
Yeah.
And most people have a really hard time understanding that for a long time. But the people that I see that are willing to learn this very quickly and are willing to look at the market in terms of risk as opposed to reward, which is a very difficult thing to do, given how there's so much allure to chart chasing something into oblivion and
Yeah.
not thinking about the risk. But the people who are able to do that, and that's really what I took to heart, and that has really been a game changer for me for the past 20 years now.